Hi everyone, welcome back to our Crybaby Whims challenge. In the last episode, Flora and Thomas have gotten quite close enough to actually be in a proper relationship. But speaking of Thomas, I don't think we'll see much of him today because sadly I got a notification that his father died. I think he might want to spend at least this holiday with his family. First, I thought maybe Flora can spend the day working instead because Thomas won't be around, but then I realized, yeah, it's a holiday, so Flora should definitely spend time with her family, especially because Lewis and Justin are gone now. Lauren is the only parent that she has left, so we should definitely see her today. I think all the animals and everything is taken care of. The garden is looking quite small. We are in spring now and she doesn't have that much stuff. So I am getting a bit worried, especially because of her aspiration, because she needs to evolve 10 excellent plants. She doesn't have any of them, so I'm getting a little bit stressed out. But I think it should be fine. I am kind of considering to maybe put a roof over this, so it's kind of like a sheltered outdoor garden. Even though I really like changing stuff out with each season, but just because of this, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should put a roof over this so we have more things to potentially be excellent. Oh, and in case you were wondering, here is a little look at the family tree. I just kind of wanted to check if there are any unknown grandchildren of Lauren that I didn't know about, and no, it does not seem like it. Even though I know that Natalie is pregnant, she's probably gonna have a baby today or so actually. But it's really interesting to see the family tree just in general, so here it is if you were wondering about that. So here we are at the old house, which is always so nicely decorated for holidays. I forgot how massive this house is. It's honestly ridiculous. Oh, and Lauren is here taking care of the plants. Do you remember in Lauren's generation how she also used to always take care of the garden in her old house? I mean, I feel like it was just a way to take a break from everything, but still I feel like she kind of does like gardening, and someone does need to do that now that Justin is not here to take care of everything. I was thinking maybe to invite the entire family club because it is getting a really small. Is this really everything? Is this really all the people? I kind of messed that up a little bit because Natalie is not here. I also need to include her husband. Actually, I believe her children. Let me just check. Oh yeah, she had those twins, right. And I think I noticed they're toddlers already, so we should see them today as well. But yeah, this gathering is going to be kind of tiny. I did not realize that a lot of people, well, died, and that a lot of people were not actually officially in the club, which is kind of strange. Oh, do you want to check out your old bedroom? Maybe take some cuttings? I don't think you really have anything here that would be useful. I think you have everything. But this is such a big throwback. I mean, it hasn't even been that long since she moved, but I feel like it's been forever. It's really nice to see that everyone's actually spending the holidays together, even though I feel like Maya and Elliot in the same room, a bit awkward, a bit strange. I'm trying not to think about it, to be completely honest with you. But seriously, this is so weird. Do you remember how huge these gatherings used to be, and now it's like barely anyone? Oh my god, the family is shrinking so much. This Gen 2 really needs to start having babies. Speaking of, I think Cheyenne did ask to try for a baby in the last episode. I guess it didn't work, I don't know. Oh, and here's Noah. I don't think we've ever really had a chance to see his makeover, so we should probably talk to him a little bit. He definitely does look like Justin with blue eyes. I think it's kind of same for Nathan as well. And Flora was on her way to say hello to Olivia without me even doing anything. I guess she does miss Olivia. You might be noticing that she also got a tiny update as well. I don't know why she's thinking about babies. That's a bit stressful. Probably also thinking that the family is getting quite small. It is, however, getting kind of late. We should probably head home soon, but I want to talk to Lauren a bit more. It's just so hard to find people in this huge house. Oh, here's Nathan. I was wondering where he was. He looks even more like Justin, if that's possible. So this is absolutely just Justin's face with Lauren's eyes, I would say. And Lauren is upstairs working, I think. Is she still working? Is she not retired? But let's just say hello real quick and see how she's doing. Is she happy with her new grandchildren? I guess Natalie is not here because she does have 2 toddlers to take care of. That's actually a really good point. Oh my god, everyone is hanging out in this little living room area. That's actually so cute. I think Lauren is also coming. Yeah, she's coming downstairs. Oh my god, this is so precious. It's so weird not having Justin around though. But maybe Flora could actually let Lauren know that she is kind of thinking about children in her future. Just to kind of ask, like, hey, do you want grandchildren? Like, more of them? We know that Lauren would absolutely say yes, but just to let her know that Flora is kind of seriously considering that. Lauren would love to have grandchildren. She's immediately very confident. They're getting a sentiment together. Oh my god, wait. Justin is here. I want to say goodbye to him. I don't usually involve ghosts at all, but I just want to give him a last little hug. Oh my god, that's breaking my heart. Maybe this is just a way of her, well, not really interacting with a ghost, but just being here in this house, seeing everyone. She kind of made peace with what happened. That's kind of how I'm gonna put it. Even though she is thinking about Lauren, she's probably thinking Lauren's gonna be in this position kind of soon. But she's also getting super tired and it is late, so we should definitely just go. But it's nice to see Justin for the last time ever, at least. On here you can see that Natalie's kids actually are toddlers already, so we can maybe see them tomorrow. She's very flirty. I feel like she desperately wants to see Thomas today. Maybe for a second. How about maybe when she finishes everything, she goes to see Natalie and her children and meet Natalie's husband as well. And then you can actually drop by Thomas's place and see how his entire family is doing, because all of them need support. It's not just Thomas. The amount of work that she has is absolutely ridiculous. I know I complain about this so much, but Flora has so much going on. I mean, she's running like the entire farm all on her own. It's honestly so impressive, but it's taking up so much of her time. Wait, what? She hasn't even finished her like morning chores and everything, and it's almost 5 p.m. She hasn't seen Natalie, she hasn't seen Thomas, she won't have time to do anything, and she didn't even get to work today. That is absolutely crazy. Running this farm all by herself is just not the way to go. If her and Thomas are planning on actually becoming like a serious couple, she will need a lot of his help around here. But before it gets any later, let's see Natalie and her toddlers. Well, you know what, let's bring Lauren along as well. She would probably like to see her grandchildren, so let's just invite her to have a nice little hangout. No, everyone has stupid bags on their heads. In this household as well, that is so frustrating. Okay, let's do friendly introductions with the toddlers. I'm sure that not only Lauren would like that, but also Flora as well, since she is super into the idea of having children. This visit is pretty perfect for her. Oh, and there's a fire? Are you serious? There's always a fire somewhere when Flora comes to visit. Well, I can't even see it because I need to knock on the door. Oh my god, that is so silly. Okay, there is some help coming. Lauren is a full-on grandma mode, which is super cute. I hate the stupid bags, but it's still kind of cute. But let's knock on the door now. They have this beautiful, gorgeous house. That's just so pretty. Wait, Flora, why are you naked? Oh my god, put some clothes on. That is not the way to introduce yourself to your sister's husband. I'm glad no one really saw that, and maybe he didn't see it because of the bag over his head. At least they like each other. They're both like eco-friendly or whatever. But it's getting late. They have a really young children, so I think it's probably time to go. Even though I'm noticing that Lauren is really enjoying this farm environment, actually. It's very new for her, so she must be having a lot of fun. Should Flora maybe just spend the night here, actually? Because I wanted to invite Thomas to spend the night at hers, but they are getting kind of serious together, so would it maybe be okay that she spends the night at his place? Where is everyone though? Oh, everyone's actually in the garden? No way, that is so cute. Oh, I see that this child is playing with the cow plant. Maybe don't do that, you know, it's a little scary. And as soon as she arrived here, everyone left. But okay, you can just, I don't know, say hello to the cow plant maybe. I am a little bit scared, but she probably would be quite fascinated with it. So say hello, try petting it, maybe try playing with it a little bit, even though I am absolutely horrified. Let's finally say hello to Thomas. It's like almost midnight, so console him about to death first. That is like the most important thing. Oh, and I just realized that she was standing right here when she learned that her father died. But try to make him feel better. He is feeling focused. She's still very flirty. She just can't get flirting out of her mind. She wants to passionately kiss him, so let's just see how that goes, because he's not feeling that sad. I mean, he seems to be taking it, so I'm guessing he's not against flirting. Well, it is an awkward encounter, so maybe she's pushing it just a little bit. Oh, and Annette just died! I don't really care that much, but Flora has developed a fear of death because everyone around her is dying. That makes so much sense. Well, this did turn into a suggestive, well, it was for a second, now it's awkward again because his sister and his mother are right here. So if we want to flirt, have an amorous exchange, let's just move into a room that no one is in, which would be the toddler's room. That's just a little bit too weird. Well, never mind actually, she is feeling sad about Annette, but I'm having him do a pillow fight because that did make them feel a little bit more playful and happy in last time when they did it, and now she's feeling flirty instantly. So I guess this is the way to go to cheer them up. But now that they have some privacy, they can continue actually properly hanging out, since Thomas is not really feeling that bad and Flora has been feeling desperately flirty for like 2 days now. Well, there isn't much privacy in this house. I'm trying to have them talk, but everyone's just coming and going all the time. I mean, to be fair, they are talking in his parents' bedroom. His mother is like sleeping right there because I've not updated this house like ever. So Thomas doesn't even have like a proper room. This used to be his bedroom. Since they obviously don't have anywhere to sleep, I'm just gonna send her home and take Thomas with her. Literally the first option that she has is propose. Absolutely not. Oh, they're both getting quite tired. To be fair, it is at 3 a.m, so I'm not even surprised. Well, the best way to have them go to the same bed is to just have them both use the same bed, and no babies will be happening from this. Oh, and he says that he's having a personal emergency and has to leave. I mean, yeah, probably coming over here right after his father died is not the best idea. His family probably does need him home, but I'm at least glad they managed to spend some time together. She's surprisingly feeling sad about Annette, but she's also kind of thinking, since I did say no babies will be happening from this, she probably kinda is at this point where she wants to further seriously discuss stuff like that with Thomas. So she probably has a lot to say and a lot to do when it comes to that regard. She is so sad. That is actually super surprising. But I also have some of these options that I want to play around with, especially this. This is pretty much the only thing I actually need right now. But she needs to discuss things with Thomas first and see where they're at, see if they maybe slowly want to start trying. But it's not really as intense as it sounds, but they do kind of need to discuss that, but probably a bit later today or tomorrow. And we finally have some eggs to collect. I don't know if this is some kind of bug or something, but I'm barely getting any eggs from this chicken coop, which is really strange. Well, at least her skill is going up, so hopefully she's gonna be able to make some decent money today. No way, Natalie wants to try for a baby again. Everyone around Flora is having children, it's like 100% confirmed. Try for that baby. But Flora is thinking, well, I absolutely need to join that baby hype. Not just this baby, but like actual baby as well. But before she has that conversation with Thomas, let's start this sale because you'd absolutely need to earn some money. I mean, they're all like pristine, quite decent quality, so I don't see why she wouldn't make some okay money. Oh, people are buying already. That was just 21 simoleons though. That was absolutely not worth it. 168? I feel like I should mark up her prices a little bit more. Someone just buy this stupid last thing, please, so I can end the sale. Maybe if I lower the markup, I guess they just won't take it for 100%. And it's raining, just buy something. There we go, 42 simoleons. Well, at least she kind of pretended that she's working today. But how about you try to invite Thomas back and you can have a bit of a conversation about your thoughts around children and everything, since you did start that topic, so you might as well actually get to the point. Well, Flora must have told him that it was urgent because he arrived in his pajamas, so he didn't even have time to get ready. He did arrive here flirty though, so I feel like he's quite happy to be here. Well, he's very flirty and she is confident and he's spending the night, so you might as well tell him like, hey, I really want children. Did you change your mind? Do you still want kids? Wait. Lauren died. No, Lauren. I thought she had like a lot more time left. I can't believe that just happened. She lost essentially all 3 of her parents just in the middle of this conversation. That is so annoying. I'm gonna just continue the conversation because they need to have it. So she was just thinking, why don't we actually start trying? Like really slowly, but maybe we can just let it happen if it happens. And like, no pressure if you don't want to stay, we can treat it as like a donor situation. But the news about her mother dying did just hit her. She is very sad. But I guess she did discuss having children at the right moment. I guess she could just sense that she needs to hurry, otherwise Lauren won't be able to meet her new grandchild. And she was totally right, which is really unfortunate. But I think that Thomas agreed on at least not using protection, so if it happens, it happens, and he's okay with everything Flora said. But I guess from this point on, they potentially could have a child at any moment. Which also brings me to the next point, which is seeing how Flora's fertility and riskiness is, because I mean, yeah, they agreed that they could have a child, but let's see if it's gonna happen very easily. Especially because she remembered that her mother did tell her about the issues that she had, even though that was because of Lewis and not because of Lauren. So it shouldn't be passed down genetically, because I don't think Justin had any issues, but it did make her wonder. So it's probably a good idea to check what's going on. Oh no. This is bad news. I'm sorry to announce that you have a low fertility. Starting pregnancy might be a little difficult. No, even more bad news? Are you for real? I'm sorry, but I have difficult news. It would seem that if you were to become pregnant, you would be at high risk to encounter issues. Make sure to take it easy, be careful, and consult with a doctor if needed. So both of her things came out quite bad. Fertility and riskiness. I've never had to deal with that with any sim. Well, now I really need to see Thomas's fertility. If his fertility is low, I feel like they won't really be able to have children. But she's had enough of this day. She just wants to go to bed, which it makes sense. She needs some time to process everything. Well, she is very sad, and Thomas is also dreaming about death. It's kind of interesting that they both lost a parent at pretty much the same time, so that might be encouraging them to start their own family a bit quicker than they both expected. I'm just gonna have her wake up Thomas and ask him immediately to go test his fertility, because it's kind of urgent at this point. You know, they're both kind of feeling miserable, but you just need to know. So ask him to get his fertility evaluated, and hopefully he's gonna agree. I don't think he has any reason to say no. Oh, and Maya has just died. Literally everyone is dropping like flies. That is crazy. Well, Thomas is back, but he's not really saying anything. I guess I do need to ask him. I just noticed that love day is tomorrow. It's gonna be a really depressing love day if we don't get any good news today. So let's ask him about his fertility. And while that conversation is happening, Latoya is calling to ask to try for a baby. It's like everything is just kind of taunting Flora, isn't it? That is crazy. Yeah, try for that baby, even though Flora is desperate to do that as well. So let's see, what is Thomas gonna say about his fertility? I'm highly fertile. Yes, Thomas, thank you so much. I'm actually like so relieved right now. Well, if you are, let's maybe just test that really quickly. Let's try for a pregnancy, like officially for the first time. It does all seem kind of sudden, but everything in Flora's life is starting to revolve around babies, and both of their families are shrinking rapidly, so they're both encouraged for pretty much the same reasons, so I guess it makes sense. And her birthday is also getting really close, so she does need to start working on that. But if you want to see if this results in anything, you can do that by clicking the card right now for the next episode, and if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there!